If you have any questions about the installation or this radio, just post a comment below.
What's up guys, this is Tampa Tech. I'm going to show you how to remove your car radio and install your new car radio and hook up an amplifier.
Before you get started, make sure you remove the positive cable from your battery.
So this radio is fried, it doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to remove it and try to fix it. I think it's the amplifier chip in it, but it's only a $70 radio, so I'm going to upgrade it. Then I'm going to take my toolkit and I'm going to use the side security keys to remove it.
So you want to take your security keys and go ahead and insert them in the slot next to each side of the radio. You'll see a space for them. And then it's going to unclip it from the cage. So once you have the radio unclipped from the cage, you can just go ahead and grab the sides of the bezel and pull out the radio from the cage. Next, reach inside the dashboard and press the button to release the wire harness. Alright, next get a flathead screwdriver, and then you want to bend these lock tabs that are locking in the radio cage inside your dashboard. You want to bend them out so you can slip out the radio cage. Now this is the second way to remove your car radio if it's a double
Take
disc.
this off. Lift this up. This pops right off. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this. This right here should just pinch and pull. There's a little clip. You gotta squeeze the clip to remove it. Alright, we'll do the same thing over here. This is a 1/4 inch socket. So once you remove the radio, you may have to cut the wire harness to install the new wire harness to the new radio. Make sure you give yourself enough slack on the wiring to install the new radio. I would say grab like a fistful like that. 6 inches of wiring from the wire harness is a good place to cut.
I highly recommend getting a brand new wire harness to make things easier.
So next we want to hook up our powered subwoofer. It's a subwoofer built into an amplifier made by Kenwood. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Alright, so here's the wire harness for the powered subwoofer, and that yellow is going straight to the battery and the blue wire is going to the back of the radio. And of course we have a ground, and the ground connection is we have it grounded to the chassis of the metal frame of the car. And let's go ahead and plug that in. That's plugged in. And this is for the remote. Plug in the remote. Slide that under. So this is the power going to my amplifier to the battery.
Here's a good picture of wires going through the firewall under the dashboard. You don't want to tape your wires to the existing wires, because if you tape power wires to audio wires, then it could cause audio feedback.
Alright, so I went ahead and connected my amplifier to my positive on my battery terminal, and this is going to power on my amplifier.
For this installation, I'm going to install this double DIN touchscreen Bluetooth radio. It has mood lights on the left side. It's touchscreen. It connects to your phone, whether you have an iPhone or Android phone, via Bluetooth, and you can play your Pandora or Google Play Music or even your iTunes music. And it has DVD, CD functions, USB functions. You can plug in USB to charge your phone also as well. So many features on this. It's a great radio for under $100.
You don't have to run any kind of cables for your Bluetooth microphone. It has it built into the radio, and it has a wire diagram to show you how to hook it up. It has a video, has audio and video inputs right here. It has audio video outputs right here, and you can hook up your rear view camera right here, and your subwoofer hooks up right here as well, and it has support for powering on your subwoofer amplifier. This is a 7-inch by 4-inch dimensions. What you're gonna need, this is $10 double DIN installation kit for your car, and you'll have a piece like this, and it'll be a logo. Make sure that logo is facing upright. It goes right in there, and then it locks into place right there. I'll show you on the other side. Make sure this logo right here on the bottom is facing upright as well, because you don't want to put it on upside down. Go ahead and do that right now, and then you turn it and it should bite into it, and it's all locked in right now. So let's go ahead and put that on. Alright. Now I broke off these tabs that are protruding outward, because when I slip the mount in, it's going to hit these tabs, so I had to cut those off. Your installation may be different. So it's going to look something like that. Alright, so here's my power on and off for my subwoofer amplifier. It's a blue wire with the stripe. And here's my FM antenna wire right here. And here's my audio cable wire for my subwoofer. And it looks like this particular one, it has a 1 output. So I'm going to need a Y adapt, and so basically a Y adapter plugs into both of these, and you have a single out. It comes with this wire harness, and I already connected all the quick connects. So only thing I have to do is plug it in, and then plug in the wire harness.
Now, most American cars, the wire diagram on the left is pretty standard. The wire diagram on the right is a Japanese Honda Accord. So we're going to focus on the left side, since I'm hooking up the radio to a Ford. Now the red wire is the 12 volts on and off from the ignition. When you turn the key, then your 12 volts gets applied to the radio, turning the radio on. The yellow wire is the constant 12 volts from the battery. That keeps your radio memory for your stations and for clock settings, stuff like that. The black wire is your ground wire, which is grounded to the chassis of your car. The solid blue wire is a power antenna wire, and the solid blue with the stripe, white stripe, is an external power amplifier wire. But sometimes it could be a solid blue wire. Illumination is an orange wire. The dimmer is an orange wire with a stripe, but these wires can also be for the steering control volume. And the brown wire is for your phone mute. So once again, the wire diagram on the left side is for American cars. The wire diagram on the right is for Japanese cars. So the solid color wires are going to be your positive wires, and the stripe wires are going to be your negative wires. So your solid gray is going to be your front right positive speaker wire. The gray with the stripe is going to be your front right negative wire. The white wire is going to be your front left positive. The white with the stripe is going to be your front left negative wire. The violet wire is going to be your rear right positive wire, and the violet with the stripe is going to be your rear right negative wire. The solid green wire is going to be your rear left positive speaker wire, and green with the black stripe, your rear left negative speaker wire. Now, most high-end sound systems, this is going to be your setup, where all the speaker wire from the radio is going to be connected through the power amplifier, and then all the speakers are going to be connected to the amplifier's output. My setup, I have an amplified subwoofer. So I have my amplified subwoofer wires going to the blue wire going to the back of the radio, the power on, the subwoofer, and then also the audio wire to the back of the radio, and the yellow wire straight to the battery source.
Constant 12 volts, switch on and off 12 volts, and your ground wire. Without that, your radio will not turn on. The pink wire is the rear view camera. The orange wire is if you have volume controls on your steering wheel. And this blue wire right here is for either your power antenna or your amplifier. And another thing is, if you're only getting your subwoofer is only working in FM mode, then you have it connected to the wrong blue wire. And here's the crimper. So I use this to strip the wire and crimp it. And see that little notch right there? That's where you want to crimp it. So right where it's split, crimp it right there in the middle where the metal is split. Right there. And then crimp it. And it should bite right into it. Just like that. There you go. And it's on pretty good. Now if you're not comfortable using those connections, you can just use the wire nuts. They're very common. And you just basically twist the wires together and then twist on the wire nut. And then the blue wire coming out of the radio, that's going to connect to my amplifier power. I like to separate my speaker wire from my power wires. So let's go ahead and connect everything right here. So I got my yellow wire to yellow. Let's go ahead and plug that in. And then my black wire to my black wire is my ground. Alright, and so now I got a wire nut for my red wire. That's my switch on and off 12 volt. Okay, so all my speakers are connected. And then I just got my power for the blue wire. And here's my amplifier wire. This will turn on my amplifier. Just plug that in right here. And this goes to my, I'm going to need to get a wire adapter later on. But for now, I'm just going to plug it into the subwoofer port, which is the green one right here. Now we're going to plug it in. Like that, and then plug this in. Plug in the FM antenna. There we go. Pull out these cables. Just like that. So next you want to go ahead and use the screws that came with the mounting kit. There we go. Let's go ahead and test it and make sure it works. So we're going to plug everything on. Just turn it on, find out if it works. Connect the battery terminal. See if you get FM. Alright, so I connected the subwoofer wire to the wrong side of the wire harness. I had to connect it coming out of the radio. And so I'm going to connect the subwoofer right now. The subwoofer is now connected, and let's see if it works. Alright, and the bass works also in DVD mode and FM mode. Now, what's really cool about this radio is that right here, the LEDs change color. So you go select any color you want. Right now I have it selected to change colors from blue to purple to green to yellow. You turn it on, press that button right here. Here's the volume control. Alright, here's the reset button. Sometimes you'll get this radio in Chinese mode and you have to press that reset button using a pin. And just hold it down for a couple seconds to reset it, and then you can choose English from that point on. Here's the eject button. Here's the source button. You hit the menu button and then you can select all your different sources. FM mode, you got radio, disc, DVD, and CD mode, USB mode, micro SD card mode, AV input mode, Bluetooth mode, digital TV mode. Yeah, you can hook up. I don't know why you would. I guess you could hook up a TV box to it somehow, a converter box. And then front camera mode right here, and then your setup. Click on setup, headlamp detection, brake detection, subwoofer. That's important, so you want to make sure the subwoofer is selected on. Hit back. All right, let's go back in that setting right here. Setup. Let's go to microphone, and then equalizer. You can choose the equalizer. Customize that. Surround mode, I'm not going to use that. Field mode, so this is the back left speaker right here, back right speaker, front right, front left. You just move your finger around and adjust that. That's the balance and the fader. Alright, and let's go ahead and select the station. There we go. And you can also do one click at a time by choosing this arrow, and I can adjust the bass volume right here. All right, right here. And to connect your Bluetooth, only thing you have to do to connect your Bluetooth is select that on. You name your Bluetooth. It's named by default Car Kit. Your pin code is 0000. You can set it to auto link when you get in the car. Auto answer, I have that off. And call volume, I have that on. So you can adjust the volume control. And let's go ahead and check that out and see if it works. So let's go to Bluetooth mode. Click on that. Click on Car Kit. And it's scanning. 0000. All right, hit OK. If it doesn't do it, just hit scan or recognize for 2 minutes, and it should connect. There it goes. Samsung Galaxy just connected right now. And then I can hit the gear, and I can use it for calling and media. So I'm going to do it for both. All right. So now let's go out of this mode, and let's click on music mode, and hit play. Oh, raise the volume. Let's raise the bass. It's working, and let's see if the pause and works right here. So it works on the radio and on the phone, which is pretty cool. And you can use other apps as well. Here's my Milk Music, and hit play on my Milk Music. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and try DVD. This is really scratched, actually. I don't know if this is going to work. This one's, look how scratched that is. Let's see if it works. Oh my God, it freaking works. So that's how you install this car radio. It has Bluetooth. It has all these different modes: DVD, CD, micro SD, USB. All these different cool modes, and it's touchscreen, all for under $100. I'll leave a link in the video description below where to get this radio at. And I had an Alpine radio. It lasted 2 years, and the thing crapped out on me, so I went ahead with another cheap radio. So let me know if this video was informative. Give me a big thumbs up. If you know anyone that has a broken car radio or looking to install or upgrade their car radio, click on that share button below and share this video to them. And subscribe to Tampa Tech for more how-to videos like this one. Thanks for watching.